if no one knew what car you had and nobody could ever see you driving it, would you still have that car? And as a car person, I'm like, fuck yeah, I genuinely love driving it. So if you look at people's man brand, you're walking down the street, like I was saying, we judge. You judge a book by its cover. You got the, offline component, real life. Anywhere you see someone, you're always, interpreting their man brand. But then there's also the online site. You land on their Instagram, their LinkedIn, their YouTube, their Facebook, and we all judge. And, the most important part, what we teach anyway, is your brand should be an extension of you. Your man brand should be an extension of you. You should be like, even your car, right? Your car's part of your man brand. And if it's an extension of who you are, you're doing it as an express, you're on the right track. So you're dressing in a way where you feel like you drive in the car and it's like, you genuinely love it. I love the saying, it's like, if no one knew what car you had and nobody could ever see you driving it, would you still have that car? And as a car person, I'm like, fuck yeah, I genuinely love driving it. And so when we think of brand, it's like it should be an expression of who you are, never an impress. Where man brand goes wrong is whether you've bought a watch, a car, a suit, a shirt, and you're wearing it or driving it or whatever, and it's like you're doing it because other people are looking at you and their hands out, and it's like, check, you're trying to show everyone, get that status. A really good man brand should be cool, calm, collected. You just hold your space, you're good energy, you look sharp, and it's just genuinely who you are. So we've got a personal man brand. Then we've got a businessman brand, and businessman brand, like as we speak about a lot of the time, in business, you really want to take that personal side of man brand and bring it into your business. Like one thing that we pride ourselves on is you look at our personal life, right? And it's not like we go and present in the boardroom where we're going to be tomorrow and we're different dudes. We're just fucking us.
Yeah.
Like we're just us. When I look at a business brand, it's like, you look at where we are today. We're running a boardroom tomorrow at the W. We're filming here at the W today. It's like, we're not doing that to impress anyone else. We're doing that because it's an expression of who our brand is. We wouldn't want to be in a 3 or a 4-star hotel. It's just not who we are. The boardrooms that we pick, the way we structure our landing pages, the way that we do our content, the way that we do our socials, that's the business man brand. I think for a lot of people, they haven't put thought into that and making an extension or just making it unique.
Or they think about their man brand in business and think, what does the customer want to hear?
Yeah.
Instead of who am I and what am I trying to express?
Yeah.
Through me.
Yeah, because obviously there's that side of man branding that's visual. And I get it, but I just don't think in this day and age that people are fooled by trickery. Like you can wear a fucking gold watch and sit on, a Lamborghini with a sports model there. And, if we did that for ads, it's just not who we are. Like people don't want that.
And we'd attract the wrong people.
Yeah. And so it's like, if you're just being you and you're being authentic with it from that visual side, people pick up on that. It's one of the things I love about what we do. It's just who we are.
Here's a question for you. Would you say that man brand message to the marketplace, message to people is more important than marketing and sales?
It's a great question. I think it's intertwined with marketing and sales because I think like really now, it's like people want to be part of cool things. People want to be part of when there's a movement or, result that you can get someone and they pick up on your energy, right? So your man brand and the brand you take out there, if you think about it, one of the biggest challenges I see, right, is like people copy other people's shit.
All the time,
All the
especially
time.
in our industry.
Yeah, especially in our industry. And the challenge is you're not really taking your own man brand to the world. You're following someone else's message. I've watched people do it with our stuff and it's like, we're just jamming. We feel the words. They come out, they pour out of us.
Half of them are made up.
Yeah. And we watch other people. If you're not feeling the words, then the challenge you've got with it is you have to remember the words. You have to find the words. So you're going to be a second-class version of someone else rather than the first-class version of yourself. You can go, yeah, that's a cool hook. That's hitting. I'm copying this person. We have people, from a brand point of view, look at our funnels and copy the same headlines. And I'm like, dude, I don't feel jealous. I actually feel sorry because you probably got a fucking cool message, man. And if you found what that is from the internal component, you bottled it up, you showed the world who you are behind the camera, you took that message, whichever way you want to deliver that to the world, that's probably where you're going to win. And so I think the real key, right, is like getting down to that authentic core of it. It's like, yeah, this is my message. This is the impact that I want to make, we always use our term, like, this is on brand, this hotel's on brand, this, you know, the way that we dress is on brand. We're running at this, our event at this place. This is on brand. And then we look at our terminology, what the message is, you know, our common theme, 5 years growth in 12 months, holistic success, winning in business and life, using the same principles that make a business successful. That's us. And we don't step out of that. Like, we're really good at doing it. And we found, I think the reason we're so passionate about that from a man brand point of view or business man brand point of view is we love the impact that it makes.
Yeah.
So we, like, for anyone listening to this, we don't even look at other people's stuff. I don't look at anyone else's ads. I don't look at anyone else's funnels. I don't go through it. I don't think what email they're sending, what tricky hook, this, that. It's not that I don't care. It's just I want our stuff to be original and to be created from the ground up, which is why it's work. So
it's so interesting you say that, because I think about my multiple businesses and I don't do that for any of them. Just stay in our own lane.
Yeah. It's, I use the saying, we got this from Pete, which is the your company way of, you know, so the Mantastic way of. If you think of it on the personal front, the Tommy Bellman way of, the Greg Evangeli way of, and you start to think, you know, my Insta, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, but also like visually how I dress. And you'll start to find that, and it's fucking cool when you own that. From a business point of view, you start to think like, you know, I see ads, right? I fully get with Facebook, you know, I run all our meta stuff, but I fully get that you can do hooks and attention grabbing stuff, but so much of that just would not be on brand for us. We just don't want to do it.
The biggest comment I get when chatting to guys on the phone that are coming to the Mantastic live event in the boardroom is it just felt so authentic.
Yeah.
It just felt so authentic. And I thought, I have to be there.
Yeah.
Not too gloss, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that if you...
Because we live it.
Yeah, it's just who we are.
Internally within Mantastic, if you were to chat to the boys, they would say, we live it more than anyone.
Yeah, and if you think about it, like from a businessman brand point of view, right? Like, let's just say that we choose to run ads and we become like this really intense personality with like American buy, sell, like really hypey marketing. It's like, okay, cool. And let's say we even pull that off on a landing page. And then for some reason people show up. They wouldn't be the right people anyway. But then you meet us in real life, you're like, fuck, these dudes are different than that. So we've really tried to pull that same businessman brand all the way through and just create us. And I love people who are just rocking their own, doing it in their own style, marching to the beat of their own drum, like doing it on their terms. And I think that's contagious. Like, you can see it. Like, we both are huge Tom Jones fans.
Yeah.
And I just love the way Tom Jones just does life. You know, like he's got his style, he's got his brand, he does his thing, he's not copying anyone else. And he obviously loves what he does. I think when I saw him perform, he was nearly 80, you know,
yeah,
like
same.
So I think you look at a businessman brand and it's like, for some people, their brand is either a bit vanilla or they're trying to copy these marketing hooks and these grabs, these attention grabs. It's not an extension of who they are.
May that be a goal for all of us. 80 years old and women are still chucking their underwear at us on stage.
Tune in 40 years time, we'll see. The other part I wanted to add with that is, like, if you look at that from a personal brand point of view, right? If you're a cool dude, and let's just say you're a single guy, and you know you're a good product from a product point of view, would you go to a restaurant that you don't normally go to? Would you project your brand in a way that's not really you? The reason people love you is because you're you. So you want to think of what you're really pushing, which is where we kind of link into the next role, which is marketing.
Yeah.